Hello again, and thanks very much for joining us. Michael Nath. The federal government of Nigeria has unveiled strategies to bolster tax revenue for the year 2023. This is even as it plans to bring more businesses into the tax nets in the coming year, while deploying technology to block leakages in already taxed businesses. Part of these strategies, as highlighted in the 2023-25 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper, is to expand the lists of bodies and institutions collecting taxes for the government to include telecom companies, banks and other financial institutions, companies in construction, aviation sectors, among several others. Already the Budget Office of the Federation had revealed that it would begin the implementation of its proposed excise duties on telecommunication services and beverages in 2023. This in spite of criticisms and even rejection of the proposed telecoms tax by the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Issa Pantami, who supervises the telecom sector. While noting that non-oil revenues have remained more stable than oil revenue in recent times, the government said tax administration will be improved and efforts will be sustained to expand the non-oil revenue base. Now, the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, says the federal government spends at an estimated 18.39 billion naira daily as petrol subsidy payments. This was made known by Ahmed while appearing before the House of Representatives ad hoc committee set up to investigate the petroleum products subsidy regime from 2013 to 2022. The minister was grilled by the investigative committee over the funding of these subsidy payments, said that the Nigerian government is projecting the country will be spending 6.715 trillion naira for the full year. That is from January to December. Ahmed, in her explanation, said for 2023, the projection is that the average daily truck out will be 64.96 million naira per day. That is about 65 million per day, using an average rate at the open market rate of 448.200 naira, and then a regulator pump price of 165 naira per litre. This gives us an average under recovery, that is the difference between 165 naira and 448 naira of 283.2 naira. Now, according to the minister, fuel subsidies, the difference between the pump price, which is now fixed at 165 naira per litre, and the landing cost, which we are projecting at an average of 448 naira per litre in 2023. The governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, says the value of transactions on the E-NAIRA has risen to 4 billion naira since its launch on October 25, 2021. He said this on Thursday at the grand finale of the 2022 E-NAIRA Hackathon in Abuja. In December last year, the CBN controller Enugu branch, Chi Edozie Okonjo, at the 2021 annual Bankers Dinner and Lecture organized by the Enugu State branch of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, had said that the CBN recorded over 34,000 transactions on the E-NAIRA platform with a total value of over 188 million naira. During the 2022 E-NAIRA Hackathon, the CBN governor also said that there had been about 840,000 downloads and 200,000 transaction volumes. Now, the federal government, through the Nigerian Customs Service, granted the sum of 2.29 trillion naira as customs tax exemptions in 2021, a 194.65% increase from the 779.74 billion naira waivers granted in 2020. The exemptions included a value-added tax relief granted on imports, waivers and concessions on import duties, ECOWAS trade liberalization scheme, surcharges, comprehensive import supervision scheme, as well as excise and levies. This is according to the data in the 2023-25 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper. The paper disclosed that this exemption was a humongous amount of revenue foregone relative to the 1.34 trillion naira that was collected as total customs revenue in 2021. Across the world, import duty waivers, exemptions, and concessions are used by governments to protect local businesses and jobs, but they can also be abused and become a major drain on the national economy. Also, import duty waivers are vehicles to meet specific economic goals, especially in protecting local industries, creating jobs, and promoting exports. The processes of budgeting, saving, investing, and overseeing the usage of individual or group income are often considered cumbersome. In the face of the present economic realities, many believe that a higher paying job is the remedy needed in improving personal finances. But financial experts are of the stand that a better money management is all it takes to improving personal finance. Now, to provide a better perspective on this subject, we have right here in the studio Charles FAKROGHA, a stockbroker and investment banker. Hello, Charles. Thanks for joining us in the program.
Thank you for having me.
Now, saving money, or rather making money, is a sweet thing. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
But the joy of it evaporates before you know it if you lack the expertise or the ability to save, right? Now, can you kindly give us some money management tips?
Yes, I will just start by saying, save and you shall be saved.
That's financially speaking now.
Yes, save and you shall be saved.
That's a good one.
And if money can speak, I need a hearing aid to hear money speak properly. Yes, when you talk about money management, you know, people believe that from your intro, when you are highly paid, you earn so much salary. That is not money management, because you also realize the person who earns ₦1 million naira is also broke compared to the person who earns 100,000 naira.
Agreed.
So, with the same similar background, they live almost in maybe in the same area, they work in the same place, they go to the same market, but the ₦1 million naira man is broke, 100,000 is also broke. So the issue is not in the amount of money you are being paid. The issue is how well are you able to manage the little that you are paid. And when we talk about savings, what is the joy? Do you have that joy when you spend money or when you save money? Most of us, we have that joy when we spend. And spending money to impress those who don't even think about us. We buy items that we don't even use. Can you imagine a lady who wants to go out, she's looking at her garage and the dress she's putting on. The cars there will suit the dress she's putting on. What are we talking about?
That's ostentatious living, kind of. Yeah.
And the media has made us to believe. But what we see glamorized in the media about the wealthy people is just a tiny percent. The real wealthy people, those who have managed money very well, don't display ostentatious wealth. They live a simple life. I can mention them. The founder of Facebook, look at him. Aliko Dangote.
Okay.
Tony Elumelu. These are persons who have made so much money.
Yeah, they don't make noise, much noise about it.
Yes. Those persons, I won't say they are wealthy. You know, the young man who has made just some few millions and is in a bar, you know, and is drinking and just, you know, anybody that comes in, on my head, on my head, on my head, is only living high. Because being wealthy is not the amount of money that you have in your bank accounts. How impactful has your money been to the people around you? Have you been able to create jobs in terms of the money that you have.
Now, when you said how impactful your money has been to the people around you, now you appear to be talking about how to satisfy the needs of people around you. Is that right?
Yes.
Now,
yes,
if the needs of the people around you are so much that they could even swallow the entire money you have, would you go on spending? Hello?
Okay. Part of money management is budgeting.
Okay.
And I don't want to use the word budgeting, because people, it connotes a lot of negativity, but I'll use planned spending. So if you want to satisfy people around you, go with planned spending. That is from day one. You already know how much you are going to spend. It's already budgeted. You have it there. So when it comes to the time where you want to impact people, this is the amount of money that has been budgeted for this exercise.
Meaning you don't have, for any reason at all, go beyond the budgeted amount.
It's as simple as that. That is it.
Meaning, again, that business money is different from personal money.
Of course, it's as simple as that. Yes, I agree with you. But if you look at it, even a country as big as Nigeria, before they spend money, National Assembly will approve.
I was going to ask this. How would you've been talking about money management on personal, that's individual basis,
yes.
On the national level now.
Okay.
How would you describe Nigeria's ability to manage the economy?
Yes, we follow the principles, because I've just said the National Assembly will appropriate even before the president can spend. Is that not so?
That's right.
Okay. Now, they have done all that. Monies have been approved for certain projects. Do we follow and see that the implementation of these projects, it is done to the way we expect it? Or maybe you, as a governor, you give out a contract. You don't even go there to monitor and see that the monies that were set aside for a particular project are being used judiciously. That's one thing to appropriate, another thing to implement, and also monitor, evaluate, and review. Because there are instances where, of course, things might not go 100% accurate.
Yeah.
But you need to review, evaluate, and see where the difference is coming from, and see how that can be corrected next time.
Now, let's look at this. I've been hearing about the principles. You also mentioned the principles of money management. Could you explain them? The 5 principles of money management, or something like that.
Okay, that's the laws of gold you're talking about.
Please, let's hear it.
You see, I'll just summarize it.
Please.
Gold, you see, liveth the man who does not take care of it very well.
Does it walk or fly, swim?
Yes.
How does that happen? How does it live?
You don't pursue wealth, you attract it.
That's a good one.
You attract it. So there are principles of wealth creation. And once you follow these principles, then you will attract wealth.
Please let us in on this.
Yes. One of the principles, your mindset. You must have the millionaire mentality, and which is cost conscious, frugality, and industry. These are the millionaire's mindset. Now, coming to even savings, some people will tell me, I have so much debt, I can't save. They will say, there's no way I can reduce my expenses, so I cannot save. But experts like us have come to discover that if you keep records of your expenses and you review it on a monthly basis, chances that you are going to reduce it by 20%. But if you don't keep record, you won't know where the money is going. And that's why we say budgeting only tells you where to put your money. You see the money where it is going, not the money controlling you. And that's why the wise ones have said, for you to manage money properly, you must make money thy servant.
Could you say that again?
You must make money thy servant.
Okay.
When you make money thy servant, money is a very obedient servant. I'm not talking of the Obi Peter, but you will be an obedient servant.
So money should never be treated as a master.
Yes. When you now make money your master, it's a very tyrannical master. Yes. So money is not a commodity. Money is a currency that moves from one place to the other.
Now, very briefly, for want of time, there is so much to be said on this very interesting subject. Very briefly, what are the... I said very briefly.
Okay, no problem, sir.
What are the best investment methods one can embark upon? Very briefly, please.
Investment. There are so many investment methods.
Definitely.
But for professionals, let me stick with professionals.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Yes. For any investment you want to go into, try and have a little understanding of that investment. For professionals, I will advise the stock markets. Yes.
Thank you very much.
To conclude, money is the best deodorant, and I like to have the smell of money. Thank you.
You are not alone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been speaking with Charles FAKROGHA, a stockbroker and investment banker. And of course, I hope you gathered so much knowledge from his input there. I did. We're going to take a commercial break at this juncture. When we come back, we have more for you. Stay with us.